Hey everyone, welcome to Ham vlog number 14. I'm going to try to speed right through this one. I'm pretty tired tonight, but I want to get it out there because I promise to do one every week. All right, 17 days till Hamvention. Can't believe how fast it's going. Don't have a whole lot to say about that other than I'm going. All right, I've mentioned this before, time and time again. We've decided to go to the Warped Wing Brewery in Dayton, and we will be there at 6 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m. If you get there early, please get a table or something because there's no reserved seating. Get that for us. I have a feeling it's going to be like really busy. Like they said, it's already busy without even us coming. But then if we bring 20 or 30 people, it's going to be really busy. So it's going to be a little bit chaotic, I think. It's going to be kind of hard to have a real conversation there, but we can still try and talk. Also, by the way, I don't hear very well. So I can't hear especially well in a bar. So just so you know that. I'm not ignoring you or anything if we talk. It's just I have a hard time hearing. All right, I'm going to move on. What I'm going to do is I got a couple nice emails I'm going to show you. I got a really nice straight key somebody sent me. A very nice fellow sent me. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you the antenna I made and put up and was successful with last weekend. And talk a little bit about live streaming too. Okay? So let's get to it. Okay, so first of all, I got this nice email. This is from, I think this was his operating call sign, VK2JCC. He was doing Marconi Day. I'm not real sure what that is exactly. Let's see. Finished operating portable special call sign VK2IMD, International Marconi Day beside the east coast of Australia. I'm a member of the hadarc.org.au. I placed a place called Longreef, about 20 kilometers north of Sydney. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but anyway, we got a couple pictures. It looks like a beautiful operation. That looks like quite a pole there, man. What is that, a fishing pole? Anyway, I'm going to keep going and keep this going. Here's some more pictures. That's quite a nice setup. That is a really nice telescoping pole. I don't know what that is or how much it costs. Let me know. But this is a nice little portable setup. He's got it on a dolly here. And that looks like, I have one of those fold-up dollies too. It's not the same one, but I have one like it. This is pretty cool. He's got a sign, and he suggests in here that I put up a sign. Ham radio, amateur radio, the first form of social media. He puts up a sign. That's something I need to do probably. But I actually go out a little bit more remote, and where I'm at, people may not see the sign, but it's a good idea. I might do that. So before I talk about the antenna, a really nice friend and viewer sent me this. He's going to be at Hamvention. This is Jerry, KG8HZ. KG8HZ. He sent me this, and I think he made the board for it. He sent me this, and I got it in the mail, and I was shocked. I was surprised. I was so happy getting this that I don't think I need to buy one now at Hamvention. This is a Russian straight key. And I don't know if you can see it very well. This is not the best camera for show and tell. But that's pretty cool, huh? The action on this, first of all, he made this base for me. It's very sturdy, very heavy. It's going to be my base station. Even made the cord for the back. Cord is all ready to go. It has a really good action on it. I feel like I have a lot of control using this. I can't wait to use it. I'm really busy. It's light. It's kind of plasticky, and I guess it's just the Russian key. But I absolutely love this. Thank you, Gerald, for sending this to me. I was shocked and surprised. Even my wife was like, somebody sent you something? That is so cool. And not only that, it's something I needed and wanted. You may have saved me like $150, man, at Hamvention. Okay, that being said, I wanted to say thank you. Here's a picture from QRZ of Gerald. Thanks for that. All right, so yesterday I did an experiment. I did a live feed portable QRP operation. Totally experimental. I really screwed up the live stream, but that's okay. I got it working. And so the video, I'm going to put a link to it somewhere in here. You can go and watch it. You can kind of skip through the boring parts because it's live. Because it's live, there's a lot of dead spots. It's impossible to be entertaining without cutting up the video yourself, cutting and editing. But what I made, and here's what I wanted to talk about. I made my own antenna, and it's very easy to do. If you're a new ham, this is an antenna you should make or be able to make. And I use it in the video. So all you really have to do is take some coax that fits your radio And you know that coax has a center conductor and it has a braid on the outside. Those are the two things you need to separate. There's a lot of ways you can make an antenna with that, but that is your dipole, really. All you really need to do is connect it to your computer and get a dipole. Now, the lengths of the feed line and all that matter, but you have to experiment to get the best. So let me unwrap this. Unfortunately, it's tangled. Okay, so I want to talk about what I did was I took a piece of old coax, and it had the type of connector for my radio, BNC. So I didn't care too much about the length. I just needed to get it away from my radio. So what I did is I dropped it, and then I picked it back up. I took the center conductor totally separated from the braiding, and I soldered the center conductor, and I took the long piece of the wire, the radiating piece, and I figured out how long it was, and I'll tell you that in a second. And I took two more pieces here at the bottom that I'm going to lay on the ground. So you have to think about, if you have a dipole, all you really need to do is get the radiating element up, and the other part on the ground. I learned this from my Elmer, and you can, if you feed it, yeah, the lengths matter, but if you do that, you are up and on the air. This antenna actually worked really well, this very thin wire. So I had this up in the pole about, this is 16 and a half feet, okay? And these two both are, I think, 16 and a half feet. And what you should do, I think, is put the ones on the ground on an L configuration, and then the one up in the air, I kind of sloped it because it's pretty easy to get an antenna up 16 feet. Okay, so I went out to this vertical antenna calculator, and I put in the frequency I wanted to be resonant at. Now, I still use my antenna tuner, but that's okay because it worked anyway. But I'm not even sure I had to. I wanted to operate at 7.1 megahertz, and that's kind of roughly 40 meters. I can go up and down from there. And I picked, now you don't really want to go this short, but for simplicity's sake, I chose the shortest value, which was an eighth. Eighth of a wavelength. That's going to get you the shortest. You have to think about 40 meters. Full wavelength would be 40 meters. Half wavelength would be 20 meters. Quarter would be 10. Eighth would be 5 meters. So 5 meters is roughly 15, 16 feet. Okay, so you put that in here, and you hit calculate, and this is how long the leg, one leg has to be, of your dipole. Now, you could do this with an inverted V, or you could do it as a regular dipole. There's lots of different configurations, but the easiest one, all you really need are two pieces. One up like this, one on the ground. That's a very simple antenna that you can make. Now, along those lines, you've used one of these before. I don't know the official name for it. I'll put a link in the description for one of these. But this is a BNC connector, and it has a very simple way to connect one wire and another wire. All you really have to do is connect one wire, put this on your radio, connect the hot wire, the center conductor, up, put this wire on the ground. You're done. And you can just use this alone. You probably need an antenna tuner, but this alone is your antenna. Just this and two pieces of wire, and you're on the air. Very simple, very easy. You just got to get it up somehow. So my friend calls these cobra heads. I guess that's supposed to be the teeth. I actually made the longest DX I ever have to Japan using this thing, a piece of wire and a piece of wire. Everything else, no matter how much money I spent, I've not gone to Japan since then. Of course, it was during the gray line. It was early in the morning. But I'm just telling you, a piece of wire in the air, keep it simple. I'm trying to get out of the trees now, because I just don't have time. Especially, I'm going to be traveling. We're going to be going to Oklahoma City. We're going to go to Dallas. We're going to check out Dallas and see if we want to live there or not. I think, from what I see, it sounds like it's really happening place. Arlington, maybe, or Fort Worth, somewhere in there. Anyway, last thing I'm going to talk about live streaming. I finally figured it out. Live stream is kind of, in YouTube, if you want to live stream, there's two things you have to have. There's live stream now, and then there's events. For some reason, for an event, you have to be on the computer and you have to say start event, stream now. But if you have live now set up, all you have to do is hit the button on the device. It's been a lot of challenge and all, but I got all that working. Anyway, thanks for staying with me. I decided to keep this short. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the key. Thanks for everything, man. You're all awesome. See you in Dayton.